Hey, you guys. How are you? Today was definitely another really busy day for me, but it helped that it was pretty sunny. I mean, it was a little cool to me though, even though it was sunny. Was it like supposed to be 68 degrees? That wind made it feel more like 60, but it was still sunny and nice. So I'm not complaining, but it was a little crisp for it to be that warm. There have been other days when the temperature was higher, but it was less windier, so it felt warmer. But yeah, the weather is all over the place. But hey, it wasn't a snowstorm. It wasn't icy. It wasn't sleeting. It wasn't pouring, raining, thunderstorming, none of that. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. But yeah, today we're going to talk about their retarded ass logic. Now, this video, for some of you, it may be more funny actually than anything. Um, just thinking about how people move, toxic people, how they be moving sometimes. Now, we can go up the spectrum, of course, and somebody could be real sophisticated with it, but we're talking about the general population. The general population of toxic people, yeah, they got some retarded ass logic. And we're going to talk about some of the retarded type of ways that they think and, their approach to the world, their approach to us, you know, and what it be looking like from this end. We're letting you guys know what you look like from this side. I mean, they, they have their own illusions and perceptions about how they look, but we're going to tell you how you're really looking right now. Yeah. It's kind of reminds me of something like the world's dumbest criminals. Yeah. Cause to me, they are dumb criminals, generally speaking. Like I said, it's a small population of them who are very much sophisticated, you know, but the general population of them, they're definitely dumb criminals. So let's talk about some of the the retarded ass logic. Okay. First of all, they be cutting off or sabotaging their best options in life. If you want to sit back and think about it, like God does use the narcissist to help empaths and other people get reconnected to themselves in a good way through trauma. He'll use that hurt and that pain, and you guys can transmute it, of course. But with that being said, that means narcissists, 9 times out of 10, they are coming into contact with so many beautiful souls. Like, how many good people have they ran through? And then sometimes they get like a cream of the crop person, like a once in a lifetime type people. Okay. Like they're narcissists, they're retarded asses. They'll trade Michael Jordan off of their team. That's called what they call it nowadays, fumbling. We'll say fumbling their blessings, but people be like, "Oh, you fumbled the bag right there." Yeah, because they don't properly value things. They don't really know the true worth of things, and we're going to talk about that retarded ass logic down the line because there's another reason for that. But yeah, they're just judging things by the 3D. So yeah, who does that? Who does that? Who trades Michael Jordan off of their team? You got to be like the dumbest person on earth at that point. I know they be looking crazy. They be looking crazy. The type of relationships and bridges that they burn, that they're never going to have another opportunity to have access to that shit again. Like, you've got to be the dumbest person at that point. But yeah, that's definitely a part of their retarded ass logic. Another thing is them believing that they deserve another chance, or even that they even deserve to be heard, or that they deserve forgiveness and re-entry into somebody's life. The entitlement shit. That's a retarded ass logic. Like, you came and tried to fucking ruin me. You did nothing but work against me. You were fake and phony. You were fucking Judas, and you believe you deserve another chance. Somewhere in their delusion, that's the retarded ass logic, they believe they actually deserve another fucking chance. And of course, this is because they're not really taking accountability. They're not really looking at the situation from a truthful perspective or, point of view. It's a lot of reasons for that psychologically that's enabling them to be so fucking lost and have this retarded ass logic. But yeah, they actually believe it. Like a normal person, like, what the fuck? Mm-mm. So the next thing I have, you guys, is they actually think that they're holding mirrors to other people's faces when they're actually just projecting their own worst characters and insecurities and fears onto other people. Yeah, like who do you think you're fooling? Like you're gonna sit here and describe your whole goddamn self and then tell me it's me. Like who could even do that with a straight fucking face? I have questions. And the sad part about it, unfortunately, is their self-awareness is typically so disillusioned that they don't even realize that they're projecting. I'm like, do they even know what that word is, most of them? And if you tell them, I'm sure they'll tell you that they'll project yet again and say you're the one doing it. Like you could just spell it right on out for them, break it on down. And it's something in their brain that's just not going to be able to receive that because guess what? It's going against that damn ego. That precious little ego that they're trying to guard for their life. Yeah. So yeah, they think they're telling you out, but they're really subconsciously. If someone were like, how would they feel their whole life? You were subconsciously running from yourself. You were subconsciously cursing your own self out. You were subconsciously pointing out your own cracks in your own foundations and shit. Like that's what you were really doing, bro. You were really doing that when you thought you were telling other people off. That's crazy. That's crazy. So let's move on, you guys, to the next retarded ass logic with these people. Thinking that they're God or, thinking that they can play God. Nobody's God. I don't agree with that. Yeah, nobody's God. You can be godly, you can be high vibrational, you can be tapped in, you can be connected, you can be highly favored and blessed and God's grace extended to you, but you're not God. You don't have the final say. Like God knew all the bullshit you was going to be doing down here on this earth. As a matter of fact, he found a way to spin it in a positive way. He found a way to turn your bullshit into something positive to somebody else. So in that way, they're kind of like the lowest highs. Does that make sense? They're the lowest highs that there is. Like they think they high, but you're the lowest high, bitch. Like you're trying to play God and you're not. And even when they're like trying to throw their little voodoo, hoodoo, dark magic, trying to manipulate people, love spells, and trying to jump all up in your fucking dreams and shit, like, bitch, you're not God. You're not God. And you better quit signing them contracts with that entity because guess what? One day it's time to pay the fucking piper, bitch. There's something called return to sender, bitch. Like, these people, they really try to play God. And that's really scary because there's a real God, bitch. Like, don't you know? And people who know better, that's why, like, you would hear stories in the Bible and just other spiritual stories. Like, when they come in the presence of God, they can't even look him in the fucking eyes. Like, his grace, his greatness is so great. Like, you feel like you can't hardly even forget sitting at the table of somebody that's like a true king or queen on this earth. Like, imagine trying to sit at God's table, like coming in the presence of that type of energy that created all of this. And you down here on earth, you little speck of salt. thinking that you're running shit, thinking that you're going to try to control other people's lives and destiny, that God said, yes, they can come on this earth and have this and that assignment. You think you're in charge of that shit? You think he didn't know what the fuck you was going to try to do? If you did something, God allowed you to do it. For whatever reason, he allowed you to do it. And 9 times out of 10, he's going to work it. It's going to be some type of spin move, and you're going to end up being a part of that person's glow up. You thought you were fucking them up, it's going to end up being a part of their glow up story. What? You're going to be a catalyst for somebody's glow up. So that's crazy to me when they be trying to play God. Like, you ain't God. You're a mere human being. You bleed, bro. You have expiration for that body you're in, bro. Like, you're not God. You are not God. Goodness. Like, that's crazy to me. A person like me, like, that is absolutely crazy. Absolutely. Like, purely arrogant. That's a part of that arrogance and that egotistical stuff. Yeah. So here's another thing while we're talking about the retarded ass logic here. Thinking that they can delusionally dump their karma on other people by not taking accountability. See, they think by not taking accountability of stuff that they're actually escaping their karma. Trust and believe you did not escape shit. Now, if there's a survivor out there who had to endure something, who suffered a consequence or a loss or a setback, just keep watching. I bet you God gave it back to them tenfold at some point, or what seemed like a loss ended up being a blessing at some point. And whatever, you survivors out there, whatever you're dealing with, that's your karma for dealing with that energy. But they're going to have their own karma, best believe. They keep thinking, running from accountability, they're blessing you more because God makes provisions. Then he's going to have to give you even more. So you see, when they fuck you over that bad, God's got to bless you twice and even and more so to compensate for that shit. Because the shit got to balance out. That's why people, they don't know who they're fucking over. They don't be knowing, but they cannot just think they're dumping their karma. You're not dumping your karma on anybody else. That's their karma for fucking with you. But you're going to have your own karma, buddy. Trust and believe. And they're so delusional a lot of times, they don't even realize when they're getting the karma. They're so disconnected from the spirit world that they don't even realize when they're receiving karma. Like, do you ever see somebody whose life is just a shit show? Like you could see, like, damn, like ain't nothing really going right for your ass. Like, if I were you, I would be looking into that. Like, you're just they're like oblivious. They're minimizing thing. They upplay shit too much. They don't realize when God is whispering at them, when he's yelling at their asses. They could be going through the worst thing and they'll be delusional about it. Like, a doctor done told them this, that, and they gonna play that shit down. They don't realize it. You cannot escape your karma, buddy. Not taking accountability doesn't mean you're escaping your damn karma. So that's another one right there. The next thing that I have here is thinking that they can run the same game a million times on somebody. Like, they underestimate others, thinking that you're basically dumb AF, okay? Taking your kindness for weakness, taking your silence as being oblivious. They come and run like the same script. They're in the same character basically, and they think that people aren't going to put two and two together at some point. Like, they're basically playing checkers when they think they're playing chess, you know? Like, that's just crazy. Like, you don't think somebody's going to realize after a certain point what you're doing? Like, that's retarded to me. That's retarded. Retarded as logic. The next thing, you guys, They make shallow ass evaluations of others by just looking at them. Like, if you look the part, you must be the part. Like, that's how easy it can be with them. But here's what they don't understand spiritually: God will hide your gifts and the favor. He will hide certain parts. He won't let that person see all of it. Because if that toxic person were to realize everything that you're bringing to the table, everything you're about to receive, then that person really would be going in on you. And you guys get upset, and your lack of emotional maturity at times when this person is discarding you and stuff. Like, yo, you better be happy that their mind is elsewhere, that they decided to go mess with somebody else that they don't think is worth it anymore with you. Because now this person is not going to try to destroy and continue to work against you. Like, God hid you from them for a reason. He didn't want them to realize it until they were so far removed and the access was so far gone that they didn't have any ability to come in and disrupt and destroy what he has for you. So them making these shallow ass evaluations of other people is just based off a look. Not like, where you at spiritually? What's up with your heart? What's going on with you on the inside? No, no, they're very shallow people. And because of that, they never know who they're in the presence of. Some of the wealthiest people can be walking around in dirty white sneakers. Like, you can't, a narcissist, oh, they don't have on this and that. They must be broke. You wrong, buddy. You wrong. Too shallow. Too shallow. But be thankful, for them being short sighted, honestly. That actually is to your benefit and is good. A lot of times you want them to see your worth, but and that's out of your toxicity, wanting them to see it. But God has it that way for a reason. He's actually trying to protect you from further attacks. Like, let that person think that is actually a good thing. All right. You don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Okay. The next thing I have here, you guys, is they continuously think they have a right to take stuff that they haven't earned. That's retarded logic. They want to receive without, properly giving, properly reciprocating others. Yeah, they think that they're basically entitled to other people's blessings. They think that they can actually step in. That's even more retarded. That they can step into other people's blessings. Like, it's a reason why people say what God has for you, he has for you. Somebody else try to step into it, is not going to fall the same. That shit is going to fall apart because guess what? It wasn't for your ass. It was not for you, buddy. It wasn't for you. Mm-mm-mm. So, that's what I have on my list so far, you guys, as far as the retarded logic. Ain't that fun? Ain't it fun? It is funny. Do you guys have any things that you want to add to the list here of the retarded logic? I'm sure if I sat here and thought that, I could come up with some more stuff. I wonder, I have another beet juice, you guys, because my sensual water is not that cold. And I like cold. I like to drink my liquids cold. And I know it's better to drink stuff room temperature. Your body receives it better. But, that's one of my guilty pleasures. I like it cold. I like it cold. But I'm like, how long have I had this? I have all these little beet juices, these organic beet juices that I buy off of Amazon. But I don't know when I opened this one. But I'm thinking it's fine, right? I'm just gonna take a little taste. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on, and share those thoughts with you guys because I just, earlier I was thinking about it and it made me chuckle a little bit. It's not really funny, but it is, in another kind of way, of course. But just, you guys should know these things. You probably should know by now, right? But yeah, they're a mess. But it becomes laughable. It can become laughable, especially after you elevate, because you're gonna see what they're doing from a mile away. Like your bullshit radar is gonna be immaculate, and you're gonna be able to like, you know, kill somebody's bullshit from a mile away. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much what I have here. I hope you guys like the content. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're psychology junkies here, and we just like to talk about increasing our emotional maturity, excuse me, and elevating ourselves in life. And hopefully, crossing this channel give you some things to help you on your journey, understanding yourself, understanding the people that you interact with. I think the human mind is a fascinating thing. It really is. And understanding it really gives you a lot of um, a lot of wisdom in this lifetime. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right. Well, I'm going to get off of here. If you guys want me to address any topics or make videos on anything, you can always let me know down in the comment section. And with that being said, I'm going to say, take care, of course. Never stop investing in yourself. Never give up on yourself, of course. Life is a big classroom. We never stop learning around here. Never. Not saying that. And learning can be fun. This was me having fun with you guys, having a couple of laughs at the silliness. Like, really, really, people be trying it. People really be trying it. Like, these people are a mess, to say the least. But take care, you guys. And until the next video, yeah, take care.